Hello everyone, in this video I am going to tell you how to take user input for integer, floating numbers and characters. So let's dive in. How to take input from user, okay? Let us see in C programming how to take input from the user. So already I've discussed that this include stdio.h is required for all the programs, all the C programs. In case of C++ it is conio.h. In case of C++ it is iostream.h. In case of C it is stdio.h. Okay. So this is standard input output which holds the macros and other required file for running any C program, taking input from the user. Everything is taken care by this stdio.h, which is a header file. That means it's combination of many programs. Okay, so it's called standard input output. Next we are going to say how to take input. So let us say we are going to take two inputs for the from the user that will add two numbers and it will print it. What kind of number it will print? Let us say it is going to print two integer. It will take two integer from the user and then it will print the addition. Okay, so for that what you have to do, similarly integer. Okay, in case of Python you have indentation problem, but in case of C I don't think indentation problem is that harsh. You can manage. In C indentation problem is not that harsh like Python. Python is really punishing for indentation error. In case of, especially in case of if else, if you remember, after if you have to then in the next statement whatever logic whatever calculation you are going to put, that has to be given, that has to be written after giving one tab. Okay, so in C that problem is not there. So int, let us say we are going to take two input from the user, so a comma b, these are the two things you are going to put, and also you are going to store the summation in another variable called C. So because we are ending this with C, so here obviously one colon should be there. If you miss the colon, definitely you are going to get the error. Okay, next what we will do, printf enter the number for addition. So in C, if we have this one sequences like escape sequences, like /n is there for new line, /t is there for tab, and there are other options also. Okay, but these two are majorly used, /t and /. So let us say /n I have taken. That means whenever this line will be printed on the screen, in the next line only input has to be given. Okay, otherwise you don't give anything. So let us give a /n so that it will come to the new line, and in the new line we will give the input. So printf statement is there, and then after printf statement you have to write scanf. So now this is for display purpose. Printf statement also you have seen how it displays the values, and now scanf is responsible for taking input. As one of you mentioning how to take input from the in C the responsible function is scanf. Now scanf, what you have to do, how to take input, because we are going to take input for both the numbers. Enter the numbers for a and b, you can write even a and b, these both you can write a and b for addition, numbers for a and b for addition. So here you have to write same thing, %d to there in every case, %d, and then within the %d, because let us say 1 by 1 we will take. Okay, 1 by 1. So first number we are going to take %d and then comma. Remember, after %d should be in between double inverted comma. If you miss any of the inverted comma, you will get an error. So this is for decimal numbers. That means integers are welcome. %d format specifier. Okay, and here you have to put another symbol which is called ampersand. This ampersand is responsible for showing the address. I mean, this ampersand, whenever you write ampersand something, that variable address will be displayed. So This is like a, it is called address of our operator. When you will be learning pointer, we'll learn it in more depth. But scanf this and ampersand, and then first we are going to take for A, and then same, and then you are closing it over here, and then I think here also one colon should be there. So this is there, and then scanf for B. Both the number you are taking, so this A and both B. So this ampersand, don't forget, before ampersand you should have a comma also, ampersand B, and then finally you have already C. In C, because you have taken A and you have taken B, so in C equal to A plus B you do, and then semicolon. Okay. Once you do that, this value of C, whatever you add it over here, that will be stored. Okay, if you want new line input should be coming anyway, it's okay. And then C equal to A plus, and then you finally print F. Remember, print F. In Python it is print, but in case of C it is print F. If you forget F, then it will give an error. Then finally you write here over percentage D. Okay, percentage D, or you can write the addition is percentage D, because now you are going to print C, comma C, then colon. That's all. Now it should give the results of addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers. Never forget to give this braces, curly braces, open curly brace and closing curly brace. It will always come in pair. So if you miss any of the curly brace, means it will give an error. So once you put open curly brace, you should be also having close curly brace. So by this process you should be able to print the addition of two numbers. So first you compile it. I hope compilation has done successfully. Next is our duty is to run. So enter the number for A and D for addition. So first I am entering 6, then I am entering 5. So result should be 11. So addition is 11. Okay. This is how you know now how to add two numbers. So especially we have learned about scanf statement, and in the earlier program we have learned about printf statement. So scanf and printf, these two are the major function, input output functions for in C programming. Scanf actually takes input from the user, printf prints the output to the screen. Okay, so this is addition of two numbers. Hello everyone, in this video I am going to tell you how to take float and character data type from user. Last lecture we have seen how to take integer input from user dynamically. Next time we are going to see how to take user input of float and characters from user. So for that, as usual, we have to write hash into this stdio.h. So this is nothing but a header file. So this header file is responsible for standard input output, and then as usual you have to write void main, and then these two braces, open brace and close brace, and inside that I have to write, let us say I'm going to take input for floating numbers. Then I'm going to write here flow. So here I have declared a variable which is a float number, and then I'm going to take the input from the user using scanf. So you remember that scanf statement is responsible for taking input. So this is the standard space. This is the format of scanf statement. So you have to write the percentage F, and then ampersand you have to write. Ampersand, as I mentioned in the last lecture, this is address operator. So whenever you write address ampersand, that means it is notifying the address part. Okay, so through this address part only we will take the input. So this percentage F has to be written within this inverted commas, double inverted commas, and this, don't forget to put this comma and then ampersand float number. Every time you write scanf statement, you have to write the ampersand operator. If you don't write, it will give an error or it will print the garbage. It will take the garbage value. So this is address operator, which symbolizes the address of that particular memory location. Okay, so this is what this is how we should take the floating input. Once you take, then you can print it, printf percentage f for floating numbers, that means real number, that means fractions, and then you can directly print this float number. So it will be printing the value that I'm giving over here. So let's run it. First compile. Compilation here missed the semicolon. Compilation has been successful. Next I'm going to run it. So let's say I'm taking 6.6. So 6.6 has been displayed over here. This is how we should take input from the user of floating numbers. Next I'm going to show you how to take the input from the user using characters. So in this, so here we see how to take, okay. So now we are going to see how to take the character variable from the user and finally print it. So here I have declared the character variable, and then I am printing enter the character. So once user enter a character, it will be displayed. So this has to be within the double quotation. This sentence or this words has to be in the double quotation, and then finally I'll be scanning the character with scanf statement. Remember, to scan any character you have to write %C with the quotations intact, comma, ampersand. As I mentioned, it is for address operator, and then character variable. Once you take it, then you can write a printf statement over here. So here we won't write %F, we won't write %D, rather we will write %C, and then simply write character variable, which is nothing but this one. Okay, so don't make a mistake of putting ampersand over here, then the address will be printed. So let us, and then end with it semicolon, end the sentence, end the syntax with the semicolon. Now let us compile it, compile successfully, and then I'm going to run. So enter a character. Let us say I'm entering age, and it is displaying age. You can easily see that it's displaying age. So I hope you have understood how to take user input for integer, for character, for float. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel Programming Circle. Thanks.